national strikes, economy in dire need of rescue. No wonder they all want to exhume Thatcher. But I spoke to her former assistant about Sunak's claims that if she were around today, she'd be doing the same thing that he's proposing when it comes to the economy. And he basically said, boulder dash. Who do you think Maggie would be supporting?
Kemi Badenoch, I think, is the person who most actually sort of really fulfils the role that Thatcher played, not only because Thatcher was a dark horse, nobody necessarily expected her to win, but also because of her sort of, I suppose you would say, emphasis on a smaller state, emphasis on lower taxes, and also, I think, a much more maverick approach to a lot of the issues that we're facing. I think some of those who are at the front runners at the moment, Rishi Sunak, Penny Mordaunt, Liz Truss, they're suiting and booting themselves in the mould of Margaret Thatcher gives off the appearance that they are more living off the family silver than actually carrying forward Thatcher's legacy in any way. Whereas I think that actually the really differentiated candidate in this race is Kemi Badenoch.
But we could be set to lose her, potentially, if she doesn't get enough backing in votes that are taking place right now. People talk, don't they, of a schism in the Conservative parties, the left-wing candidates, the right-wing candidates. Do you think that that really matters?
I think it does to a degree. But I think also in this current contest, there is some confusion about really what the candidates stand for. I'm quite baffled, actually, over the popularity of Penny Mordaunt, because on a lot of the key issues, particularly on issues to do with the culture war, whether it's to do with gender, certain comments that she's made in the past about racism, sexism within British comedy and so on, actually, in many ways, she doesn't fit with what you would expect the Conservative members would want from a candidate on those issues, and also doesn't represent the views that you would expect in those marginal red wall seats that the Conservatives really need to hold on to in order to keep their majority. So in some senses, I think the way that Penny Mordaunt, for example, presents herself as being this sort of military woman and very much in the mould of Thatcher, I think perhaps people are not seeing through that. Charles Moore wrote a very good article about this recently, to the heart of what their ideas actually are. I think that Rishi's economics are very, very far removed from Thatcher's. I think that Penny Mordaunt is not everything that necessarily she appears. And with Liz Truss, yes, she very much presents herself in the mould of Thatcher, but I don't think that she is really ready to step into those shoes.
It was only yesterday she was a Liberal Democrat at university.